강연TV 시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까. 강연TV에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 오늘은 3월 29일 일요일입니다. 오전 3시 32분입니다. 이번 시간은 구약 성경을 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 레위기 1장 1절부터 영어 성경으로 읽어보겠습니다. And the Lord called unto Moses and spake unto him out of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, If any man of you bring an offering unto the Lord, ye shall bring your offering of the cattle, even of the herd, and of the flock. If his offering be a burnt sacrifice of the herd, let him offer a male without blemish. He shall offer it of his own voluntary will at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before the Lord. And he shall put his hand upon the head of the burnt offering, and it shall be accepted for him to make an ornamental for him. And he shall kill the bullock before the Lord, and the priest Aaron's sons shall bring the blood and sprinkle the blood around about upon the altar that is by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he shall pray the burnt offering and cut it into his pieces. And the sons of Aaron, the priests, shall put fire upon the altar and lay the wood in order upon the fire. And the priests, Aaron's sons, shall lay the parts, the head and the fat in order upon the wood that is on the fire, which is upon the altar. But his inwards and his legs shall he wash in water, and the priest shall burn oil on the altar to be burnt sacrifice, an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. And if his offering be of the flocks, namely of the sheep or of the goats for burnt sacrifice, he shall bring it a male without blemish, and he shall kill it on the side of the altar, and also before the Lord. And the priest Aaron's sons shall sprinkle his blood round about upon the altar. And he shall cut it into his pieces with his head and his fat, and the priest shall lay them in order on the wood that is on the fire, which is upon the altar. But he shall wash it inwards and the legs with water, and the priest shall bring it all and burn it upon the altar. It is a burnt sacrifice on offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. And it burnt sacrifice for his offering to the Lord be our Paul also. Then he shall bring his offering of turtle doves or of young piggy also. And the priest shall bring it unto the altar and ring of his head and burn it on the altar, and the blood thereof shall be long out at the side of the altar, and he shall pluck away his crop with his feathers and cast it beside the altar on the east part by the place of the ashes. And he shall cleave it with the wings thereof, but shall not divide it asunder. And the priest shall burn it upon the altar, upon the wood that is upon the fire. It is a burnt sacrifice, an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. And when any will offer a meat offering unto the Lord, his offering shall be of a fine flour, and he shall pour oil upon it and put plenty and incense thereon, and he shall bring it to Aaron's sons, the priest, and he shall take there out his handful of the flour thereof, and of the oil thereof, with all the plenty incense thereof, and the priest shall burn the memorial of it upon the altar, to be an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. And the remnant of the meat offering shall be Aaron's and his sons. It is a thing most holy of the offerings of the Lord made by fire. And if thou bring an oblation of meat offering bacon in the oven, it shall be unleavened the cakes of fine flour, mingled with oil unleavened, the vapors anointed with oil. And if thy oblation be meat offering bacon in a pan, it shall be of fine flour unleavened, mingled with oil. Thou shalt part it in pieces and pour oil thereon. It is a meat offering. And if thy oblation be meat offering bacon in the frying pan, it shall be made of fine flour with oil. And thou shalt bring the meat of offering that is made of these things unto the Lord, and when it is presented unto the priest, he shall shall bring it unto the altar. And the priest shall take from the meat offering a memorial thereof, and shall burn it upon the altar. It is an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. And that which is left of the meat offering shall be Aaron's and his sons. It is a thing most holy of the offerings of the Lord made by fire. No meat offering which ye shall bring unto the Lord shall be made with leaven, for ye shall burn no leaven, nor any honey in any offering of the Lord made by fire. As for the oblation of the first fruits, ye shall offer them unto the Lord, but they shall not be burnt on the altar for sweet savor. And every oblation of thy meat offering shorter to season with shorter, neither short to super the short of the covenant of thy God to be recking from thy meat offering with all sign offerings thou shalt offer shorter. And if you offer a meat offering of thy first fruits unto the Lord, thou shalt offer for the meat offering of thy first fruits corn ears of corn dried by the fire, even corn beaten out of full ears. And thou shalt put oil upon it, and lay frankincense thereon. It is a meat offering, and the priest shall burn the memorial of it, part of the beaten corn thereof, and part of the oil thereof, with all the frankincense thereof. It is an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And if his oblation be a sacrifice of a peace offering, if he offer it of the heart, whether it be a male of a female, he shall offer it without blemish before the Lord. And he shall lay his hand upon the head of his offering, and kill it at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Aaron's sons, the priests, shall sprinkle the blood upon the altar round about. And he shall offer of the sacrifice of the peace offering of an offering made by fire unto the Lord. The fat that covers the inwards, and or the fat that is upon the inwards, and the two kidneys and the fat that is on them, which is by the flocks, and the cowl above the river with the kidneys, it shall he take away. And Aaron's sons shall burn it on the altar upon the burnt sacrifice, which is upon the wood that is on the fire. It is an offering made by fire for sweet savor unto the Lord. And if he's offering for sacrifice of a piece of offering unto the Lord be of the flock, male or female, he shall offer it without permission. If he offer a lamb for his offering, then shall he offer it before the Lord, and he shall lay his hand upon the head of his offering and kill it before the tabernacle of the congregation, and Aaron's sons shall sprinkle the blood thereof round about upon the altar, and he shall offer of the sacrifice of the peace offering and offering made by fire unto the Lord, the fat thereof and the whole lump, each shall he take off hard by the backbone, and the fat that covers the inwards, and all the fat that is upon the inwards. And the two kidneys and the fat that is upon them, which is by each flux, and the cover of the river with the kidneys, it shall he take away, and the priest shall burn it upon the altar. It is the food of the offering made by fire unto the Lord. And if his offering be good, then he shall offer it before the Lord, and he shall lay his hand upon the head of it, and kill it before the tabernacle of the congregation, and the sons of Aaron shall sprinkle the blood thereof upon the altar round about. And he shall offer thereof his offering, even an offering made by fire unto the Lord, the fat that covers the inwards, and all the fat that is upon the inwards, and the two kidneys, and the fat that is upon them, which is by the flocks, and the cover above the river with the kidneys, it shall he take away. And the priest shall burn them upon the altar. It is the food of the offering made by fire for sweet savor, or the fat is the Lord's. It shall be perpetual statute for your generations throughout all your dwellings, that ye eat neither for fat nor blood. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, if the priest that is anointed to sin according to the sin of the people, then let him bring for his sin which he has sinned a young bullock without blemish unto the Lord for a sin offering. And he shall bring the bullock unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before the Lord, and shall lay his hand upon the bullock's head, and kill the bullock before the Lord. And the priest that is anointed shall take over the bullock's body and bring it to the tabernacle of the congregation. And the priest shall dip his finger in the blood and sprinkle of the blood 7 times before the Lord, before the veil of the sanctuary. And the priest shall put some of the bread upon the horns of the altar of sweet incense before the Lord, which is in the tabernacle of the congregation, and they shall pour or the board of the block at the bottom of the altar of the bunch of polling, which is at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he should take off from it or the pet of the bullock for the sin offering, the fat that cover the in orders and or the fat that is upon the in orders and the two kids knees and the fat that is upon them, which is by the brink and the cow above the river with the kids knees, it shall he take away. As it was taken from the bullock of the sacrifice of peace offering song, and the priest shall upon them upon the altar of the burnt offering, and the skin of the bullock, and or his flesh with his head and with his legs and his inwards and his tongue. Even the whole bullock shall he carry without the camp unto a clean place where the ashes are poured out, and burn him on the wood with fire where the ashes are poured out shall he be burnt. And if the whole congregation of Israel said ignorance and the thing be hid from the eyes of the assembly, and they have done somewhat against any of the commandments of the Lord concerning things which should not be done, and are guilty. When the sin which they have sinned against it is known, then the congregation shall offer a young bullock for the sin, and bring him before the tabernacle of the congregation. And the elders of the congregation shall lay their hands upon the head of the bullock before the Lord, and the bullock shall be killed before the Lord. And the priest is anointed shall bring of the bullock's blood to the tabernacle of the congregation, and the priest shall dip his finger in some of the blood and sprinkle it 7 times before the Lord, even before the veil, and he shall put some of the blood upon the horns of the altar which is before the Lord, that is in the tabernacle of the congregation, and shall pour out all the blood at the bottom of the altar of the burnt offering, which is at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he shall take all his pet from him, and burn it upon the altar, and he shall do with the bullock as he did with the bullock for or sin offering. So shall he do with this, and the priest shall make an atonement for them, and it shall be forgiven them, and he shall carry forth the bullock without the camp, and burn him as he burned the first bullock. It is sin offering for the congregation. When the ruler has sinned and done somewhat through ignorance against any of the commandments of the Lord his God concerning things which should not be done and is guilty, or if his sin wherein he has sinned come to his knowledge, he shall bring his offering, a kid of the cage, male without blemish, and he shall lay his hand upon the head of the goat and kill it in the plate where they kill the burnt offering before the Lord. It is a sin offering. And the priest shall take of the sin offering with his finger and put it upon the horns of the altar of burnt offering, and shall pour out his body at the bottom of the altar of burnt offering. And he shall burn or his put upon the altar as fed of the sacrifice of a piece of length, and the priest shall make an atonement for him as concerning his sin, and it shall be forgiven him. And if anyone of the common people sin through ignorance while he does somewhat against any of the commandments of the Lord concerning things which ought not to be done, and be guilty, or if his sin which he has sinned come to his knowledge, then he shall bring his offering, a kid about goats for male without blemish, for his sin which he has sinned, and he shall lay his hand upon the head of the sin offering and slay the sin offering in the place of the burnt offering, and the priest shall take of the blood thereof with his finger and put it upon the horns of the altar of burnt offering, and he shall pour out all the blood thereof at the bottom of the altar. And he shall take away all the fat thereof, as the fat is taken away from up the sacrifice of a piece of links, and the priest shall burn it upon the altar for a sweet savor unto the Lord. And the priest shall make an atonement for him, and it shall be forgiven him. And if he bring a lamb for sin offering, he shall bring it of male without blemish. And he shall lay his hand upon the head of the sin offering, and slay it for sin offering in the place where they killed the burnt offering. And he priest shall take of the blood of the sin offering with his finger, and put it upon the horns of the altar of burnt offering, and shall pour out all the blood thereof at the bottom of the altar. And he shall take away all the fat thereof, as the fat of the lamb is taken away from the sacrifice of the peace offerings, and the priest shall burn them upon the altar according to the offerings made by fire unto the Lord, and the priest shall make an atonement for his sin that he has committed, and it shall be forgiven him. 레위기 4장 35절까지 읽어봤습니다. 이번 시간 여기서 종료하고 다음 시간에 5장을 계속해서 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.